welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to demonstrate how I do flower pins in my floral design lab. It's a super fun, easy project that follows up our taping unit and how we do bows and things like that. It's a great follow-up to what we do. So here I have the semi-finished product. It's one of the middle stages of our flower pins, and we're going to talk about some flowers and some tips and tricks that we do, and that's going to be really easy and help you implement this in your own classroom. On the desk here in front of me, you see that I have multiple different flower pins in different stages of, I'm going to say, production. So when we start this, we start with just a regular pin like this. The pin is going to have the cap removed. Otherwise, it's very weird if you put the flower pin cap back on while you're making it or things like that. So we start by removing the cap. I tell the kids that when you cut these, you want to make sure they don't go too far down the pin. Otherwise, it's going to be in your way when you're writing them. So this one you can see is a good distance from the top. I kind of have it a little bit up here. This is the start of the pin. This is the middle right here, so I can still have room. I let the kids kind of decide how far they want to tape down. So some of them tape all the way down to the bottom in different lengths. I don't want to hold on to the tape like that. Some of them don't like the way that this looks, so I kind of leave that up to them. So when we first start, I buy just sprigs of silk flowers or artificial flowers from, I use Walmart because I have an open or working PO Walmart purchase order. We also had a bunch of flowers donated to us, and those work great as well. I bought these last year also from Walmart. You can also get them on Amazon. So you're going to take the flowers and you're just going to snip them just a distance away to be able to determine how you want to use them. This one also had a lot of sprigs on it too, and you can kind of see that they've cut some of those off. So we're going to have our flower. So we have our flower here like this. We are then going to test it out on our pin. So you can see here that I'm going to have enough that I can tape and things like that, but it's still going to look okay. What I have the kids do, it seems to help them with their taping process, is we take a little bit of hot glue and we put it here and we put it here, and we go ahead and hot glue it to the pin. If you really want the kids to work on their taping skills, then you can also just have them start taping it from the top all the way down. Some kids can really do this and some kids really struggle with it. So we do make it a little bit easier and we hot glue that in place. We have also practiced taping several times. So we talk about how you have to stretch the tape a little bit before you layer it on your flower pin. And we talk about starting at the top, and we talk about pushing it down as you go, and different parts of the taping lesson. So when we adhere to our flower pin, we start here. Once again, we hot glue it, and then we start taping from here, working all of our way down. A few tips and tricks to taping is, remember, when you tape your flower pin, you're going to stretch your tape a little bit to make sure that it's sticky. That way it's actually going to stay on your flower pin. So then once we have our flower pin looking like this, then we're going to move to the next step. So we have our flower pin like this. We are then going to work on putting a ribbon on it. One year I did not put a ribbon on it, and the sticky part of the tape just kind of came unraveled and things like that, and it just really cleans it up. And we really want to talk about like industry standard, and that's kind of where we would go. So up here, we put a nice little spot of hot glue, and it just keeps our ribbon going very smoothly down the pin. The most challenging part to adding a ribbon is right here where you see the flower stem is going to actually be on the flower. So that's going to be our most challenging part, is right there. And I tell the kids, just kind of see if you can kind of connect it really well right there. Once you do that, they can either leave it like this, they have a wonderful flower pin, or they can add a bow, which we would just have completed our bow unit directly before this. So they can make a bow to be able to add to their flower pin. And it looks fabulous. Some of the suggestions I would give you about doing these flower pins is, don't be afraid to mess up. Sometimes you hear about people who don't want to do these kind of labs because they don't know what they're doing and things like that. There are kids who make these better or prettier or can tape better than I can. They just have that natural hack. And I also tell my students that you need to let go of all of the expectations you have when making something like this, because they look at Pinterest and they see all these things online and such like and things like that, and it doesn't always turn out like that. So it's important to just kind of go with the flow, have a good time, enjoy the process, and really learn and focus on technique, and the rest will come. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, comment, like, subscribe, and check back for more videos. Thanks.